Hey everyone, what's going on? Joey here, and today's video is going to be very unique. As you guys know, I like to be very unbiased in my videos. I really don't like to give my own opinion because really, at the end of the day, who cares? Just someone else talking on YouTube. As you know, I do everything in my power to try to preserve things down here. I buy neon signs, I go to estate sales, and I try to find all these old different kind of films so I can fix them up, clean them, digitize them, put them online. I buy memorabilia. I mean, my house is filled with Wildwood stuff. And what's going on right here is seriously not okay. Hey, before we get started, make sure you subscribe, you turn notifications, you give this video a thumbs up. Let's get started. So before we dive into this, let's do a background story / history video about what is going on here. First and foremost, there are 2 motels over here that sold. Actually, technically 3 if you can look actually at the Mark II, because that sold last year as well, but they're redoing that one. Over here used to be a combination of 2 different motels. It was the Oceanside, on the other side was the Lampliter. They were owned by this family for like 30 odd years, and they bought this one. Then they became eventually the Lampliter Oceanside Motel Resorts, because it was a combination, 2 names, 2 motels. Well, they sold not too long ago. And here in Wildwood Crest, we're actually in Wildwood Crest right now, we have the largest collection of mid-century motels in America, okay? These are all built in the 60s, or it's a do-up architecture that we're known for, okay? This is something that we're actually known for. People come from around the world to stay in places like this. And as you know, across the way, there used to be a motel over here, one over there, one in the other corner, one in the other corner over there. Slowly, and we had that 2004, 2006, 2 years where everything got knocked down. You put ugly condos. After a while, you know, the do-up preservation league pretty much got into high gear and started saving a lot of those places. You know, that's where you got the Starlocks, the Chamallow got fixed up very nicely. So places like that. Well, in that time frame, they created this law down here that stated that you can't knock down these motels between Memorial Day and Labor Day weekend. Well, it's past Memorial Day weekend, and they're ripping these things down. This motel and the other motel. Now, there's a lot of preservation stuff you have to do in order to actually knock down a motel down here. And that big thing is you have to deem the building unfit and not safe at all. Now, granted, obviously, a lot of these motels need a facelift. You know, with today's new styles, you have to redo the floor, add new furniture. There are some rotten wood sections, you can tell, but nothing that would scream, hey, this is not safe, this needs to come down. So I really have no idea what is going on here. So, doing what I do, what's the best I could do at this moment? Take videos of it and try to preserve it. Just preserve that footage so that generations down the line can know, hey, you know those ugly houses they built over here? Yeah, this would be a beautiful motel. So let's go ahead and walk around the building and give you guys some different views. I do have the drone with me, so I'll put the drone in the sky so we can actually get close, because there's a fence around here and you can't really go inside the fence line. So let's walk around. The first thing you will notice is that the lobby is already gone. There's the front desk right there. Above it was the manager's apartment, or the first room, you can call it whatever you want. If you pan over, this past week they actually got rid of the pool. That got completely ripped out. And unfortunately, I don't think I can really walk too far in. I mean, the gates are open and there are no trespassing. I don't see any no trespassing signs, but you can see right here. Look inside, I'll actually walk down a little bit for you, but look at the architecture. We're looking at the front desk now. Original counter and the cabinets in the back. Actually, I think that's probably from the 70s when they did that. And we're gonna make our way over to the left-hand side over here to get a look inside just a little bit better. I kind of wish they had people come in and grab some of the stuff, because they have some really cool old signs in here we could have grabbed. I don't know if anyone actually grabbed the neon sign. Well, we'll go through this little thing right here. You can see inside the cubbies were like the mail slots. You used to get mail at your room. People used to be here for weeks on end. Looking this way. I know a lot of these shots are really like long wides or just kind of slowly zooming in kind of things. The reason why is because I go back to 2004, 2005. There isn't many photos, not many videos of these places being knocked down. And so I'm trying to document as much as possible because I wish I could see videos and things like that. Because I remember going to the Thunderbird, and actually I have tiles from the actual Thunderbird pool. And so anyway, I wish we had more videos and pictures of that stuff. So that's why I'm grabbing it all now. But we're gonna walk around, and as I'm walking, the one thing I do want to add in there, on top of my rant, I'm so sorry again, is the fact that while that rule does exist, something's condemned and you can knock it down, or like it's not safe. I want you to think about this for a second there. This Singapore, the main beam in the front, the reason why I didn't open that 1 year is because that was deemed not safe. And so they were required to go ahead and fix that. And they did. They're right now in the process of rehabbing that entire building. And they're making them into condos. And that's okay because the building itself still exists. The building itself is still there. It's still a representation of the motel. Granted, they lost like the tower and things like that. But the main mindset of it is still there. So, I mean, think about how many people could have bought condos here to live right here on the beach. Am I right? So now we're gonna walk down the beach. Now next to it, remember, these were two motels that were combined to be the Lampliter, and on top of that, the actual Oceanside. That's where you got your Lampliter Oceanside Motel. And so I don't really understand what's going on next door. They started to gut it to fix it up. And I mean, there's a lot of rotten wood, there's a lot of stuff out there. I feel like they're making this side of the building, because it's two separate buildings. It looks like they're making this side over here, I'm talking about right over here, condos, because they have ripped everything down to pretty much the studs. They hung new lights, and looks like they have siding and things on the sides. So it looks like this one they'll actually rent out, and then this one over here becomes those two houses. You can see some steps here, but I think these steps may have been for this side. But you can tell this building is definitely going through something. There's new wood under here. You can see that. There's some dumpsters, there's more wood pile over there, and then on the other side, there's siding. Now, unlike this side over here, this one's completely open. I mean, you can literally walk up to it. There is no fence line. I think they just maybe cross this off so that people don't climb or go into that way. But yeah, they have all this new wood. I'm going to show you under here. I mean, there's a lot of rotten wood. But once again, that's just, you got to take out that beam. This wood up here is still pretty good. See that wood here needs to come up. But they started working here, and if you look inside, they started, that's really hard to see. I'm so sorry. There we go. Let's see if we can fix that. Now, they started working on the inside. New wires. There's a door open over here. This might be actually easy to look at. See, so you can see the new wood up there. They ran new wires, new lights. So they are working on this side. And you can tell that these beams do need to be replaced. You can see it's a little rotten up here, but those are things you can fix. So I don't know what's happening with this one. This one could come down as well. I don't really know. At the same time though, I feel like they just started doing this work not too long ago. And here is all the siding, all the other stuff, roofing. They put in new windows, so I'm assuming that this one's gonna stay as a condo, or maybe they'll sell off those parts. And here's the back side. It looks like they're gonna start doing siding very shortly. Here's all the new cables they ran out for all the apartments. They'll put the boxes over here. So at least this one looks like it's gonna be staying. This might be the last time you'll actually see the Lampliter logo on this building. MG signs. So let's go back towards the motel. And we're gonna be walking on the beach again to get back to the other side before putting the drone in the sky. There's only so many angles I can get you from the ground because everything has been fenced off completely. But it's a shame. They should have had a sale where you can go buy some stuff in there. You could tell someone cut off all of the railings. But if you look down here, you can see the actual, like, let's see if we can actually zoom in. Can't really see it, but above the doors they have those old 1950, like, I actually have to write out the word in cursive for what room number it is. I wish people, I mean, that's stuff that we could have easily gone ahead and sold online. They could have made a profit of some kind. All right, once again, there's only so much I can show you from walking on the actual ground. So let's get the drone in the sky, and luckily I've got 2 full batteries, so we'll do a nice extensive tour of what we can see over here. I mean, to be honest with you, by the week's end, more than half of this motel will be gone. So, just extremely sad. Anyway, let's get the drone in the sky. So there you guys go. There is the Lampliter Oceanside Resort. I tried to get the drone inside to give you an inside shot. It was pretty cool because you could tell it hasn't really been touched since the 70s. Had the orange lamp, those cabinets. I mean, obviously they redid the appliances. But yeah, there you guys go. I wish there was more I could do. Unfortunately, as someone like me, a historian, this once again, it bothers me. But at least I was able to get you guys some kind of videos. I tried to get a shot of like inside of one of the rooms, but it just was not working out. But anyway, if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. I want to go ahead and give a big shout out to all of my patrons on patreon.com who actually support this channel, so it allows me to go out and film things like this or have good equipment like the drone to go ahead and get good shots for you guys. You know, with your support, I'm able to save some of the Wildwood history. Obviously, I can't physically save it, though. I would love to buy a motel and restore it and fix it. But at least in this way, we preserve it online so that 10, 20, 30 years from now, you can go back and have an entire history of the Wildwoods. We've been doing it since 2014, and so on our YouTube channel, we've got so many videos pretty much showing the history of Wildwoods. And I wish, once again, 2004, 2006 year, that I have this opportunity to film things like this so that I can share it with my kids and generations down the line. So if you want to support this channel, I have a link in the description below. Thank you so much for joining me. It looks like Mr. Softy's coming this way, and it is 95. I'm getting burnt. I need to get myself some ice cream. But if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. As always, I'll see you on the beach. I'm Joey. See you later. Bye.